Greetings, everyone. This is Val connecting with you this afternoon to share something very personal, very close to my heart. Um, and the reason for doing this is because I want to be very much in my authentic self. So, 6 years ago, this January, 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. And I don't think a lot of you know this, and that's partly my doing. So, one of the things that I've learned recently, um, thanks to Judy Sher, is about my specific coping mechanisms throughout this last 5, 6 years of healing through cancer. And we're all very aware of coping mechanisms like emotional eating, sex, self-medicating through drugs or watching excessive TV, so on and so forth. Well, mine turned out to be being a cheerleader. And although I've always been a health advocate, I've always, whether personally or professionally, that's just been part of who I am. I never realized that I had utilized being a cheerleader for myself and others as a way to cope with such a life-threatening diagnosis, essentially. And so, just being the uppity, like most positive, optimistic, oh, it's going to be well, trust that everything's going to be fine, Val. And also appeasing people in my life to trust that all is going to be well. And doing the right things for my body, my mind, my spirit. And although all those things are very valid and I believe in them and I live them, I realized that I had never given myself the opportunity throughout the last 6 years to truly let myself feel the full range of my emotions around what it meant, what it means to have been diagnosed with cancer, to heal through cancer, to live with cancer. And in recent months, I've gotten really raw, really real with that part of myself, the sadness, the the anger. To be honest with you, the anger, because I feel healthy, and for the most part I look healthy, and now my work revolves around health and vitality, and then there are these little things called cancer markers, and mine continue to show up very, very low, but nonetheless are there. So there's this sort of incoherence between how I feel in my body, mind, and spirit, and of course, how I look, and these cancer markers, which I've been in complete full detective mode. In the last several months, I've been doing different types of blood work to understand my biochemistry in relation to cancer, the correlation between high levels of inflammation and cancer. And so I like to keep you in the loop of all of that because I think it's really important to share what's really happening in my world, especially as a health educator, taking this opportunity to share what I'm learning in this journey of healing through cancer, in navigating this fine line between integrative medicine, holistic modalities, and the um, the 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 allopathic world and the mainstream approach to healing cancer, which definitely has not worked for me. I haven't been one of those 4 or 5% success rates for chemotherapy and radiation. So, if you would allow me, I'd love to keep you abreast of what I'm learning, what I'm experiencing, because I feel that the more we share with one another, the more we can learn from one another, be of support to one another through our healing experiences, and we are all walking our path. All of us are walking our path of healing our lives, our bodies, the wholeness of who we are, right? In our own very unique ways. And I think it's really important for me to share with you. And one of the reasons why I wasn't so explicit, I guess, in regard to my diagnosis 5 years ago is because my biggest fear was that people would look at me with pity. And that was the last thing I wanted to experience. I was already feeling all the all the stress around a diagnosis like this, that I didn't want it to be compounded with having my friends or people in my community look at me with pity. Um, so it's silly, I know, but it was what I was feeling at the time. And now, with this new awareness, I'm comfortable sharing with you the fullness of what's going on in my life, what's happening with me, and hopefully it will serve as an example or bring awareness to someone out there who may need the support, who may want to explore other healing modalities or medical treatments. Um, yeah, just in the spirit of sharing and being of support to one another. So thank you for giving me this time, and I look forward to continuing to share with you. So until then, take care of your precious self and take care of one another. Bye.